Chad, I've never seen this divorce court before, but let's see. What kind of courtroom is this?
Your Honor, this is the case of Smith versus Johnston.
Thank you very much. Mr. Smith, Ms. Johnston. Mr. Smith, you are here in court today, and although you are heartbroken to admit it,
Why is he making his face? What is going on with him already?
you say your 11-year common law...
Is he okay?
Common law marriage for 11 years. You all don't have children, but you've been separated for almost 6 months now, so it's been a while. Mr. Smith, why don't you tell us how we got to court today?
Well, she's a liar, she's a cheater, and I don't really like her no more.
Is he crazy? Is that what's wrong with him?
Oh, well, that's just intense. Ms. Johnston, Mr. Smith just walked in here and made some serious accusations, and he has
Look at
fire
her.
in his belly. What do you say?
I say that we can get back together.
You gonna say that?
Take a minute, because Mr. Smith made it pretty clear that he is not happy with you.
I know.
Well, I'm gonna go on back over here to Mr. Smith.
What is wrong with him?
Sir, just to make an accusation. Let's see if you can back it up a little bit. Take me back. How did y'all meet?
Well, we met at a barbecue. We changed numbers. So I called her a couple days after we changed numbers.
Yes, sir.
She invited me over at her house.
Okay.
And I went over there and knocked on the door, talked to her for a little bit. So I just thought I would give her a kiss. I just gave her a kiss.
You just met her.
And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And she wasn't mad, so.
You knew you hadn't committed an assault, so you thought, okay,
Yeah,
let's see if there's anything there.
Yes, and it was wonderful at first, but as the years went by, it got bad after 8 years.
Really?
Yes, 8 years.
Something happened at that 8-year mark. I've heard of the 7-year itch, but the 8-year mark seems to not have been good. I see in my court papers that you say she's a cheater.
That's not true.
I called her on the phone one time. I kept calling her on the phone. She wouldn't pick up, so I called her on FaceTime, and she answered. And there was a guy sitting right beside her with his shirt off, and I put the 2 and 2 together.
Whoa. What? Is he okay mentally? Is he okay?
And there was a guy sitting right beside her with his shirt off, and I put the 2 and 2 together to you. You did it!
No, I didn't. And that's a...
Look at them in the back. What is this? What am I watching, man?
bow-faced lie.
Yes,
So wait a minute. You FaceTimed her.
yes.
What were the circumstances on where they were sitting? Were they on a beach somewhere?
She told me they was looking at car parts.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
it was my boyfriend.
Your now boyfriend?
No, used to be.
Your ex-boyfriend?
With his shirt off?
Okay, now I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Johnston. I don't sit with my ex-boyfriends with their shirt off.
Well, he was living with us.
Huh?
Ex-boyfriend was
He
living
was
with
living
you.
with us, yes.
Oh, now the plot thickens. What are
Yes,
we doing
he
here?
asked him-
So if the gentleman is somebody you invited in your house, it wasn't like it was a surprise that he might not have his shirt on at all times unless you told him he can't walk around half naked.
I made agreement with him. When I was gone from the house, he had to be gone.
Oh,
see?
wow, that's
See?
different.
Now, that actually does make a little sense. Now, that makes a little sense. I see one of my jurors said, okay, I hear him on that one. Now, Miss Johnston,
I
that
can't
makes
get
a
mad
lot
at
of
him.
sense
Yes,
to
Your
me.
Honor. Well, this is what happened. My ex-boyfriend was wanting to show me some parts that he had gotten for his car.
Yeah, he wanted to show you some
Whatever.
parts, all right.
Whatever.
But Miss,
Shut up.
But Miss Johnston, is that what they calling it now? Showing the car parts? Because, girl,
No,
that
he
don't even
really
sound
was.
right.
He really was.
Yeah, they want to show you some lube, too.
Whoa.
Lord.
Get some order in your court, lady. You don't care that he talking like this. You don't even care.
Car
Oh,
lube,
my
yeah.
God. I
Grr.
can't believe you coming in here saying such nonsense.
Okay, Miss Johnston, why was the man showing you car parts with his shirt off? That's all I want to know. And sitting on a bed.
He asked me to come in there, and he said, I want to show you these parts. I got them for the car.
Okay, so the
And even the security is unprofessional. Why you can't find Jerome's anywhere?
man asked you to come in to his bedroom while he is half naked to show you car parts.
He always had his shirt off.
Okay, but
Always.
Nope, that's a lie. That's
But
a
I don't
lie.
really, I don't really
Well, I
care
don't.
one way or the other, Miss Johnston. But I can pretty much guarantee you that every husband in America would have a problem with that scenario.
Yeah.
All right. That's not enough to say she's a cheater. What else you got, Mr. Smith?
Well, there was one time
Well,
me and Jennifer was watching a movie called The Good Son. And there was some other boyfriend of hers around the neighborhood. He offered me and her to walk to the store with him. I felt I wanted to watch the movie. And he offered me to go with her. And I said, well, y'all just go. Just bring me a Coke back, Jennifer, for the movie. She was gone for 7 days.
I thought he was gonna say a couple hours. How you going for a week? What you talking about?
Days.
So what if I was?
Exactly. Why would you do that to me? Why?
Because you were
I never cheated on her in my whole life.
You were putting me through hell.
So she cheated.
They dropped her off 7 days later at a Kmart and said, pick her up like she was a $2 hooker.
Why'd you go away for 7 days?
He just put me through hell.
You ain't tell him you was leaving?
What do you mean?
Constantly.
By the
Yelling
way,
at me.
is this
Yelling at me.
typical behavior?
Hey, man, this boy, wow, what's up with him? It makes sense why he mad. She putting me through something. How you just up and leave for a week and get dropped off at a Kmart?
I understand there was a situation that involved a young man from Africa.
What?
And that's one of the reasons you think that she's cheating. That she was talking to this young man from Ghana.
Because she would find these people on Facebook, not just him, there's several different ones, and she's a lonely person. She wants friendship, you know, and I told her not to trust too many people, to be honest with you.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Especially on social media.
On social media it's a place where you can get scammed.
Yep.
And folk take advantage of you.
I lost custody of my kids a long time ago, and they're grown now, and I want kids again. I want grandkids.
And I understand that you spend a lot of time.
How they go from cheating to her trying to be a mom to a foreign exchange kid from Africa? Why would he think how old is the African kid?
On Facebook. And Mrs. Smith, I know that has become a bone of contention with you.
It has.
Because you've seen some inappropriate things on Facebook.
Yes, I have. Honestly, she left one day, I looked at her phone, and there was a nudie picture on there.
Oh my God.
I didn't even say nothing to her for the longest because I was really kind of hurt by it, and I finally did tell her, and I mentioned it to you, Jennifer.
So, Miss Johnston, what in the world? Why would you send a naked picture?
I didn't send no nudity picture to nobody.
You just took it?
Did you have a nude picture on the Facebook?
Well, I guess I was taking something sexy.
You guess.
Putting something sexy on, and I was going to send it to him, you know, just to liven up the relationship a little bit, because he don't want to have nothing to do with me.
So I'm still trying to figure
She is
out
such a
what
liar.
made you think, Mr. Smith, that she sent a naked picture.
Well, it's a little bit different than what she said. She didn't send it to me. She sent it to some guy in India or something.
Oh, wow.
India?
Yes, they got Facebook and all that stuff.
No, I don't send naked pictures, explicit pictures to nobody. That's wrong.
What made you think that it
never-
was being sent, that it was not
'Cause-
just taken, it was being sent?
Well, because it went to a person on Messenger.
He's got a meddling mother.
You found it on Messenger. You didn't
Yes.
find it just like in her photographs.
Yes,
So that means it was uploaded.
yes.
Ms. Johnson, it does not end up on Facebook unless you purposefully upload it to Facebook, no matter if you send it or not.
What? She on
Upload it
OnlyFans.
to Facebook. If he's right there sitting next to you, why you need to upload a
Well, he
sexy
was-
shot to
He
Facebook?
was gone. He went to work. He's a security guard, and so I was just sending him something, you know.
But you didn't
sexy.
send it to him.
Yeah, I did.
The gentleman says that he didn't
I never
receive
got it. Only way
That's who I sent it to.
I got it from looking in your phone.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out where the breakdown in the communication
What
came.
is
I
happening?
understand. I know there's a person waiting to talk to me. Let me see if he tells the truth. Mr. Zeke Smith is the brother of the plaintiff, but he is joining me to testify on behalf of the defendant. I can't wait to talk to him. Mr. Smith, are you able to hear me? You joining us by phone?
Yes, ma'am, I hear you clear, and I've been listening to this from the beginning. And it is true, Your Honor. It really is true.
Have you been around this entire relationship the whole time?
Yes, and I don't even know why she would want him back. And, you know, he treated her like a slave, Your Honor. This has been about 5 years ago. She was out there mowing the lawn, a hot summer day, mowing the lawn, half an acre. She comes in the house, and he's sitting there on the sofa. She's covered in sweat, and he's like, Jennifer, go get me something to drink.
So you say that your brother doesn't even treat her with respect. Is that correct?
Oh, he does it. I mean, you can tell.
And I'm trying to figure out, is there really an issue between
What
them,
in the
or
world?
are they taking this relationship as a joke?
Well, the issue is he never took it serious to begin with.
Oh.
Another thing, they were saying about their her ex boyfriend. Well, he moved not just him. He moved every homeless person that he could find, people hitchhiking. As long as they drawed SSI, he would let them move in and take that. He didn't care. He didn't care what his wife thought about it. He did not care. These guys could have been killers or anything. As long as they gave him their Social Security check, that's all he cared about, Your Honor.
What?
And he just used her as a slave. She cooked. She cleaned for him.
Wait a minute.
Isn't it, Jennifer? Back me up.
Yes, it is.
But Miss Johnson, you were not treated in a way that you
He
think
treated
was
me like
respectful.
a piece of garbage.
Kelly, what do you say?
I say that we can get back together.
He treated me.
Why you still want to be? It's you wanting to keep the relationship going. We saw that at the start.
Like a piece of garbage.
Why do you want him back?
Hello.
Because I love him so much.
You're psychotic. What am I watching?
We went through so much together. We were in a car wreck in 2016. And we almost died.
I see the car.
What that got to do with anything?
It looks like it was a lot to walk away from that particular incident. And you mean to tell me that after walking away with the blessing of your life, y'all wasting my time on silly stuff? Like who's talking to who on Facebook? And you all come in here and
Look at her in the back clapping.
act like your relationship is a joke. Mr. Smith, Mr. Zeke Smith, tell me, do you think this relationship has any hope of lasting?
No, Your Honor, I do not think. I mean, I think she probably would be a good wife if he loved her and treated her like a normal husband would, but he doesn't. That sometimes, Your Honor, I mean, I'm sure you deal with a lot of stuff like this. Like the other spouse treats them really horrible. For some reason, they always think they can change that person, and I think that's what she's going through. That's why she wants him. She thinks she can make him that perfect man, but there's no way.
You brought this case because you said you really wanted to end your common law marriage to your wife. You think she's a liar. You think she's a cheater.
Oh, it's common law. They ain't even stand in front of like a priest or whatever and read vows.
This is precedent, if you will, for other couples that don't take marriages seriously as they should, who think that it's a game, who yell at each other, who disrespect each other, who treat each other like their feelings don't matter. Feelings do matter.
You do.
If you invest 11 years into something and to someone, treating them with basic dignity and respect is just the minimum that you can do.
Minimum.
I don't think that I can help either one of you until you truly decide that you want to be better people, not just for each other, but for yourselves.
What is up with his bop?
Well, it's not a whole lot to say.
No, other than
Why are these two talking to each other? We usually get an interview from the people. Why are them two having an interview?
you guys don't work together.
Nah, not at all. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if they work with anyone. I'm still not convinced that they were really in court to resolve their relationship.
Right.
Some people just need attention, and I think that these two people just needed some attention.